Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing another build in Palia, but this time it's a fishing dock that goes from your lot to your pond. And for this build, here's some of the materials we used. Wood walls, small wood crates, wood ramp, stone floor, wood floors, beaver arch trellis, ravenwood lantern, wood pillars, ravenwood floor decor, wood plank paver, and gourmet dessert bowl. We're gonna start out with one singular wood ramp, and this is gonna serve as the base for our entire build. I tried this build twice. The first time I was able to align it at the back of it, but this time around we have to put it at the side. But honestly, either way works because we can hide the ramp with foliage later on. We're going to be creating an L shape. So on the short side of the L, it's going to be 3 stone floors, including the base floor. And for the long side of the L, it's going to be 11 stone floors, including the base floor. And when I say base floor, I'm talking about the one that's connected to the ramp already. Once we are done with the L shape, we're going to be creating a 4x4 square based on the last 4 stone floors on the longer side of the L. Now we're going to place small wood crates in the center of the stone floors that are part of the L. I thought that this created a nice pattern in the floor, so it's mostly for aesthetic reasons, but I think it makes it look a little bit more realistic because it creates the illusion that there's more support for the dock. For the wood pillars, we're going to be placing them right where the stones meet each other. So for every single line, there's going to be 2 pillars, and that's going to be for the entire length of the L. And here's a bird's eye view of our 3x11 L attached to our 4x4 square with the wood box pattern and all of the wood pillars attached. Now add pillars to the corners of our 4x4 square, a pillar for the center of the corner ones, and we're going to double up some of the pillars in order to make the shape of the walls and the roof. And this is how the pillars should look, but now it's time to move on to the walls. So for the walls, we're gonna have full walls and window walls. So for the full wall, we're gonna use 2 wood panels. And for the windows, we're gonna use small wood crates. With the wall that's facing the L, we're gonna do a 1x2 full wall. On the wall to the right of the last one, we're gonna do a 2x3 wall. And for the back wall, it's gonna be all windows. As for the roof, we're just gonna be using some wood floor, so just cover that ish up. For the windows, we're going to be using that same concept from my last video, which if you do want to check that out, I will have it linked below. It's just a treehouse build, but we're going to be using the small wood crates at the bottom and at the top. So we have a window up at the front, and then we have a window that wraps towards the back. And those are your walls. And here's another bird's eye view with the walls and roof added. Congrats, we are officially done with the bones of the build, and now it's time to move on to the arches. So we're going to take the spring fever arch trellis and put them in between every other set of pillars. Once you're finished with that, we're going to move on to the lanterns. Now for this, I use the ravenwood lantern. It's actually one of my favorites. You could definitely use any other lantern that kind of fits the vibe that you're going for. So we're going to place them on the pillars on both sides of the spring arch. And we're going to do that all the way through the L shape. And we're gonna add a few on the dock itself. Once you're done with the lanterns, it's now time to move on to stairs. For the stairs, I'm just using the method using the wood planks and the gourmet dessert bowls. I personally always have a hard time removing the gourmet dessert bowls, so a trick that I like to use is trying to stay as still as possible and only using your W key if you're on mouse and keyboard. That way the dessert bowls are aligned perfectly and you don't necessarily need to get rid of them. However, if you have no issue removing them, you could definitely do that too. Congrats, you did it, and we are officially done with the fishing dock build. Here's another bird's eye view of the finished product, and now it's time to place it. You can place this build as close to the pond as you'd like. I like to have a little bit of space, that way I can place trees and foliage, flowers, all of that jazz. So I like having a little bit of space between the pond and where I'm placing it. However, if you want something longer, you can definitely add to the length of the L. It's just more so whatever you're feeling for your plot. Now, this is only a build video, but I wanted to add some decoration, so we're going to place some pavers, add some trees, and some flowers. For me, I like an overgrown and imperfect garden feel. We're going to use stone pavers and place them randomly to make a stone path. After that, we're going to randomly place trees, flowers, really use any type of flower you're wanting to really lean into that overgrown look. And there you have it. There is our cozy fishing dock build. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This was honestly so much fun to make. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel. If you like a more live setting, I do stream over on Twitch. It's just at MeFaPuff on Twitch. And if you have any video recommendations, please make sure to leave them down below. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.